The provincial government of Misamis Oriental constantly starts the week with a bang as Governor Bambi Emano targets a holistic development here in the province anchored on his 8 pillars of governance. On Monday, Misamis Oriental Care System or MISOR Cares led the flag-raising rites of the provincial government at the Capitol grounds. In his weekly COVID-19 update, PHO designated disease surveillance officer Mr. Aldo Obenza reported that as of June 5, 2022, the province only had 4 active COVID-19 cases, reaching a total of 17,845 confirmed cases, 16,908 recoveries, and 933 deaths. Mr. Obenza also reported an update on the outbreak of monkeypox, which now spreads to non-endemic countries in America, Europe, Australia, and the Arabian Peninsula. He also warned the provincial capital employees of the escalation of dengue cases in the Philippines. With the aforementioned health challenges, the PHO tightens its ILI monitoring and surveillance to prevent the spread of any of the diseases. Moving on, Provincial Veterinary Office Head Dr. Benjamin Resma was delighted to announce that no new case of African swine fever was reported in the province, leaving only 2 cities, 19 municipalities, and 104 barangays affected. As of May 31, 2022, 828,411 eggs were collected by ASF-affected farmers, with a total sales of 9,146,804.25 under the Egg Production Livelihood Project of the provincial government, or what is commonly known as Itikan sa Kalambuan. Dr. Resma also reported the outbreak of avian influenza or bird flu in the country, with 76,243 birds died and 98,435 birds culled as of May 11, 2022. And all affected farmers were given indemnification of 100 pesos for every culled chicken or duck and 15 pesos for every culled quail. Relative to this, the province of Misamis Oriental under Executive Order 007-2022 has banned the entry of all species of poultry and poultry products, except those cooked, processed, and canned, coming from the entire island of Luzon, Region 12 or Cotabato Region, Davao del Sur, and Maguindanao. On the other hand, during his message, Governor Bambi Emano thanked the personnel and staff of MISOR Cares for extending their effort to provide services to all Misamisnons, especially during this time of pandemic. He also expressed his heartfelt gratitude to Governor-elect Peter Sr. Pedro Onabia as the official promised to continue the MISOR Cares program being established to provide health services and assistance to the people in need. In another story, Governor Bambi Emano served as guest of honor on the opening day of the modified handgun marksmanship training of the Misamis Oriental Provincial Police Office at San Martin, Villanueva. Governor Emano also showed his shooting skills, delivering shots in every string. Ultimately, the 5-day training will ensure that all police officers are proficient in the use of their issued weapons and sustain such capability for the betterment of their rendered services in Misamis Oriental. Present during the activity were PNP personnel from the different municipalities and component cities of the province, who also served as participants, of course headed by Misamis Oriental PPO Provincial Director Police Colonel Reniel Valones. For the Provincial Veterinary Office accomplishment, the office conducted avian influenza surveillance at Barangay Poblacion in the municipality of Upol. The said activity is done to facilitate early detection and awareness of the disease that may also infect humans, primarily acquired through direct contact with infected poultry or contaminated environment. Thus, continued vigilance is required to protect the whole province. Lastly, the Misamis Oriental Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office attended the second quarter Regional DRRM Council Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Committee meeting at Pearlmont Hotel, this city. The meeting addressed various programs, projects, and activities of the committee at the regional level, which greatly involves the active participation of the different local government units in northern Mindanao. These PPAs would form part of the regional DRRM plan, which was made in consonance with the national DRRM plan. Ms. RPDRMO actively participated in the committee meeting side by side with other national and local government agencies by contributing insights into making the regional DRRM plan more realistic and achievable in its quest to have disaster-resilient community in the region. Ray Mark Simania, PIO.
Despite the challenges, the provincial government under the leadership of Governor Bambi Emano remains hopeful for new beginnings with the eagerness in bringing to light the spirit of resiliency and purpose in service.
On Tuesday, June 7, 2022, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, headed by the current Governor Bambi Emano, continued its pursuit of completing the new Provincial Health Office to effectively and efficiently extend its quality healthcare services for the people of Misamis Oriental. As for the latest percentage, its completion reached to 57.66%, consisting of ongoing works on the following: plumbing works, installation of PVC pipes for water supply and wastewater line, electrical works, installation of electrical conduits and wirings, installation and layouting of fire detection and smoke detectors, installation and layouting of fire sprinkler system, tile works, painting works, wall partitions at ground floor completely installed, along with the partial installation of prefabricated walls made at second floor. It can be remembered that in the previous year, the old PHO building was affected by the fire incident which resulted in the wreckage of the property. With this, Governor Bambi Emano then planned and immediately ordered its construction for a better working place for the PHO personnel and better service for the people. Jane Salimbao, PIO.
Wednesdays will always bring smiles to everyone. Like his father, Governor Bambi Emano was molded into a life of service, pouring his best effort in helping the people in execution of all the government programs and fully extending it here in the province.
On Wednesday, June 8, 2022, it is with great pleasure that the Philippine League of Councilors PCL, Zamboanga Sibugay Chapter welcomed Governor Bambi Emano as guest speaker during their end-term assembly and awarding ceremony. The event was a gathering of municipal and city councilors in the province of Zamboanga Sibugay to hold an assembly and in recognition of the end-termer councilors. All the Federation President of the Philippine Councilors League Zamboanga Sibugay Chapter and Municipal Councilor of the Municipality of Titay, Zamboanga Sibugay Honorable Quiza Miloren P. Jajure saluted Governor Bambi Emano's championing of excellent governance.
He gave us more than what we expected. We are so blessed to have him tonight. Very inspiring yung message na binigay niya, and he is such a visionary leader with so much passion to help the people. And then, as what we have heard earlier and seen earlier, yung mga programs niya to alleviate poverty and to boost the local economy, that's something that everyone should emulate talaga.
Although Governor Bambi Emano's term as governor here in the province of Misamis Oriental is about to end, he continues to encourage his fellow politicians to have a strong collaborative spirit to achieve the overall aspiration for the development of all. Geneva Bandong, PIO.
Certainly, progress for Governor Bambi Emano is never without planning and preparation involved, translating to success coming into fruition.
For Thursday, in June 9, 2022, a Regional Development Council or RDC Region 10 Infrastructure and Utilities Development Committee second quarter meeting transpired productively. It highly emphasized the presentation, discussion, approval, assessment, and endorsing of matters that are vital in the regional development of the infrastructure sector. With Misamis Oriental Honorable Evgeny Vincente Bambi B. Emano as the presiding officer, together with the entire RDC Region 10 Committee, billion worth of projects were endorsed and approved that all envision a continuous economic and social development here in Misamis Oriental and the whole Region 10, some of which are the priority action areas such as on buildings, bridges, flood control, and road projects. Also, an awarding of certificates of appreciation for RDC Region 10 Infracom officers and members highlighted the event that in the same manner, an acknowledgement of the significant contributions and efforts integrated with all regional and national activities that were made possible under the chairmanship of PGMO Governor Bambi Emano. The same day, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental held its 5th local school board executive meeting for this year 2022. Through the said avenue, a well-rounded discussion and approval of requests from the different schools around the province has been initiated. Surely, this will boost even more the educational sector here in Misor, benefiting learners and teachers alike. notably a budget realignment for the upcoming swimming competition that will be fall soon, and more others equally important matters have been discussed and approved during the meeting. Along with LSB Chairman Governor Bambi Emano were LSB Secretary Mr. Jerome Mundo and SK Federation President Board Member Kerwin Jessel de Villa, while LSB Project Manager Ms. Caroline Neri, Miss Our Public School Teachers Association President Ms. Maria Asuncion Raffles, Provincial Treasurer's Office Head Mr. Ronald James Villon, and among others attended via Zoom. Furthermore, the PHO Nutrition Division continuously has been eager to manifest excellence in service. For instance, its head Ms. Marites Gomez attended the first semester joint meeting of the Regional Nutrition Committee and its subcommittees as the president of the DCNP CAP Region 10 Incorporated. This face-to-face meeting for the first time in 2 years has been enjoined with the members of the Regional Nutrition Committee or RNC, Regional Nutrition Cluster or RNCI, RNC Technical Working Group or RTW, Regional Nutrition Evaluation Team or RNET, and ECCD First 1000 Days RTWG, of which they converse on dietary supplementation program updates, the updating of nutrition in emergencies plan, and program updates, and many more that all envision a healthy society and families. In another story, Misamis Oriental Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, under the supervision of Mr. Fernando Vincent QD Jr., participated in the second quarter calendar year 2022 nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill, where a ceremonial ringing of the buzzer ensued, led by National Defense Secretary and Chairperson, National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council Delphine Lorenzana. Immediately thereafter, Ms. Or PDRMO joined the Regional DRRM Council Northern Mindanao in the conduct of an emergency telecommunications exercise using earthquake as a scenario to test the collaborative and coordinating efforts among national and local agencies with the cooperation of the different radio clubs under its regional organization, the Amateur Communicators Radio Club. Moreover, the said office participated in the first Regional Search, Rescue, and Retrieval Cluster tabletop exercise for an earthquake to determine the response capabilities of the different national response agencies in conjunction with the local government units' response actions. This also aims to establish a regional response protocol for earthquake for the region to be effective and efficient in all its resources for untimely events such as devastating earthquakes. Overall, the empowered administration under the leadership of Governor Bambi Emano encapsulates milestone of progress with a never-ending gratitude from all Misamisnos. Rajiana Mora Tunel Maygay, PIO.
The bountiful week of the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, filled with numerous planning schedules, projects, and programs, were pursued successfully as Friday brought ample avenues to give out the best services and innovations for every Misamisnan in the province.
On Friday, June 2022, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental conducts the launching of rabbit racing and meat production as an alternative meat source for the province at the capital's farmers market. The provincial governor Bambi Emano with board member Dexter Yasay, the Misamis Oriental Department Heads Association or MODHA, headed by Dr. Benjamin Resma, Cagayan de Oro Councilor-elect Evie Emano and Pepe Abu, together with the general public, savor the different varieties of delectable rabbit cuisine served by the Misamis Oriental Rabbit Breeders and Racers Association. Significantly quoted along Governor Bambi Emano's speech, rabbit meat is known to be rich in protein with fewer calories than pork, beef, and chicken meat. Also, rabbit meat is a great alternative, especially since the world is still overcoming the problems brought about by African swine fever or ASF and avian bird flu.
Kaning rabbit, it's a gourmet food ba? Anang specialty food. And I really want you to, as early as now, develop your palate ba, lamik, your acceptability. Kaya hindi mapugaran African swine fever, may manok. Di mapugaran ng bird flu, may manok. African swine fever, may baboy. Kaya, baka. Kabalong po yung baka karon? Dami ka mga baka ba? May isda. Tanaw galing ang protein sa isda. Dagat kontra fish pan. Ang fish pan ang tayo pagkaon. Wala na choice ba? Wala na tayo choice. Realidad na ni. You, me, all of us, even them. Wala na choice. This is now the next protein source.
Moreover, Provincial Agriculture Office or PAGRO's initiative, which is the farmers market, continued to help and empower local farmers to display and sell their freshly grown crops and yields for increased and secure income. This avenue also helps the employees and nearby local consumers of the provincial capital to get healthy, quality, affordable, and farm-fresh products. This week, the farmers market with 12 farmer vendors reached an accumulated total sales of 64,858 pesos, where 15,900 pesos is from processed goods, 44,558 pesos from fruits and vegetable sales, and 4,400 pesos from rabbit head sales. On another story, the Public Employment Services Office, in coordination with the Department of Labor and Employment Region 10, conducted the culminating activity and salary distribution to 1,000 special program for employment of students or SPES beneficiaries coming from the different municipalities and component cities of the province, including the beneficiaries from Cagayan de Oro at Grand Camp Freeze Limkit Center. Each beneficiary received 6,500 pesos for their 20-day rendered service from March 28 to April 26, 2021. Awards and certificates were also given to the Best Junior Employment Facilitator and SPES Municipal and Area Coordinators. The Special Program for Employment of Students or SPES is an employment bridging program that aims to provide temporary employment to disadvantaged youth to augment their family's income and help ensure that beneficiaries can pursue their education. On the other hand, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office or PSWDO of Misamis Oriental catered to the needs of 10 individuals or families who were victims of the fire incident that happened recently in Sitio Kala-Kala, Barangay Kugon in the municipality of Balingasag. In coordination with Misamis Oriental Care System Barangay Coordinator Ms. Julieta Cañete, an intake interview for the turnover of calamity assistance was conducted where the beneficiaries were very grateful as this is great hope for them to rise again despite life's challenges.
Salamat kayo sa hinabang sa itong Gobernador Bambi Emano sa tanan mga staff sa Misamis Oriental sa iyang tabang naghatag diri sa amo sa Purok Nuevi Kalakala labi na sa mga tao nga nasunugan sa mga kauban ng mga MPC o Ma'am Rosalie Ral karon naghatag sa mga ayuda gikan sa province o sa among mga nasunugan ng mga tao. Salamat kayo Gobernador Bambi Emano.
Also, a turnover of calamity assistance was also conducted to 6 beneficiaries from the municipality of Salay, amounting to a total of 17,000 pesos. This is to provide the beneficiaries the assistance to recover their livelihood after having been affected by typhoons Odette and Agaton. Furthermore, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental continued the sports and outdoor activities for its employees. This is with full support of Governor Bambi Emano after the province is placed under Alert Level 1. Many are enthusiastic about the sports and outdoor activities such as basketball, volleyball, table tennis, and Zumba are allowed in the provincial capital every Friday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. With this, all participants are required to present their vaccination cards before they are allowed to participate in the different activities as mandated by the Interagency Task Force or IATF guidelines. Finally, the National Labor Relations Commissions or NLRC Commissioners and Labor Arbiters, headed by Presiding Commissioner Attorney Albert C. Restauro, with the Commissioners and Labor Arbiters, had a courtesy call with Misamis Oriental Governor Bambi Emano, whom they were warmly welcomed. With the creation of NLRC, it has been persistent in pursuing reforms in labor and employment that improve services that address problems in labor law. Through the said cause, Governor Bambi Emano expressed his heartfelt desire relating to his principle of giving importance to labor laws, especially in terms of employees' retirement, which should have been given ample preparation. Truly, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, with its present administration, continues to pour out magnanimous services and projects for the province of Misamis Oriental. Jesse Alvarez Andaliasa, PIO.
Misamis Oriental takes pride and delight as Miss Earth's Pride and reigning Miss Intercontinental, Cinderella Faye Abinita, joins the 2022 Philippine Independence Day Parade in the Big Apple.
For the consolidated report from last week's accomplishments, Miss Earth's Pride and reigning Miss Intercontinental Cinderella Faye Abinita visited New York City for the Philippine Independence Day Parade. Prior to the event, Miss Abinita and Provincial Tourism Head Attorney Jeffrey Saclot paid a visit to the office of the Philippine Consul General in New York. On behalf of the Consul General Elmer G. Cato, Vice Consul Paulo Marco Mapula received the Explore, Miss Or at League magazines that the provincial government of Misamis Oriental gave through Attorney Saclot and Miss Abinita. Moreover, in celebration of the Philippine Independence Day last June 12, Miss Intercontinental Abinita, together with Provincial Tourism Officer Attorney Saclot, joined its advanced celebration through a parade in New York City, and they had the opportunity to meet and walk with the Philippine Consul General in New York, Honorable Elmer G. Cato, Philippine Ambassador to the United Nations, Honorable Luis Enrique Manalo, and his wife, and the representative of the New York State Governor and the President of the Philippine Independence Day Council, Miss Nora Galeros, who's from Hingoog City. Miss Intercontinental Cindy Abinita was among the distinguished invited personalities who graced the cultural float, and an estimated 200,000 Filipinos across the East Coast participated and witnessed the biggest Independence Day celebration outside the country. Also, last June 5, 2022, Misamis Oriental's representative in the Miss World Philippines pageant, Miss Natasha Vea Bautista, made it to the top 20 during the coronation night that happened at SM Mall of Asia Arena. Remembering her journey, Miss Bautista showed her confidence and wit from the preliminary competition until the most awaited moment happened that night. With Miss Bautista's triumph on the national stage of pageantry, Misamis Oriental will continue to have that sure place at the forefront of every beauty competition. Not only will it represent the unique beauties of Miss and Miss women, but also the fascinating tourist attractions here in the province. Furthermore, the Provincial Health Office took immediate action towards an issue concerning the proliferation of flies allegedly in poultry areas in the municipality of Libertad and El Salvador City. Thus, PHO conducted a field visit to the concerned local government units and conducted meetings and an interview with the local health authorities. Additionally, for the expanded program on immunization, PHO distributed the following vaccines last week: Pfizer 5 to 11 years old, 4,330 doses, and for Pfizer 12 above, 510 doses, Moderna 360 doses, Sinovac 207 doses, and AstraZeneca with 320 doses. Also, the COVID-19 surveillance team conducted one rapid antigen test, while the PHO clinic served a total of 24 patients with one ILI, one for adverse effect following immunization, and 22 others sought a medical consult within the week. For the Animal Bite Treatment Center, a total of 27 patients were served, with 15 new cases and 12 under scheduled. Lastly, for the Mental and Drug-Induced Psychosis Program, 19 patients were served, 17 for follow-up and 2 for new cases. In another story, the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office and its personnel participated in the training of facilitators pre-qualification screening activity conducted by DOH-10 last June 6 to 7, 2022 at Pearlmont Hotel, Cagayan de Oro City. This aims to enhance their skills in life support, especially in responding to emergencies in the barangay levels. Additionally, the Provincial Veterinary Office conducted a mass rabies vaccination in the municipality of Bitwangan last June 7 and 8 in coordination with the Municipal Agriculture of Bitwangan. A total of 466 cats and dogs were vaccinated. This cause will help prevent the transmission of rabies that could affect humans. In addition, Provincial Treasurer Mr. Ronald James D. Villon and Acting Assistant Provincial Treasurer Ms. Serena A. Saarenas, along with 2 other PTO staff, attended the joint BLGF R10 and Regatta R10 Media Conference and Seminar with the theme Region 10 Treasurers and Assessors Soaring High Amid the Challenges of Time at Chali Beach Resort, Cugban, Cagayan de Oro City. During the said conference, Mr. Villon was elected as one of the board of directors of Regatta 10. PGMO, under Governor Bambi Emano's leadership, would like to extend its warmest congratulations to Mr. Villon's achievement. Lastly, from June 6 to June 10, 2022, the Clean and Green Office facilitated the maintenance and tidiness of the entire provincial capital, especially in preparation for the upcoming Independence Day celebration. Thus, the office also spearheaded the segregation and disposal of waste materials from the Provincial Treasurer's Office. Danny Vertudazo of Shama Jr. PIO.